is Devika and welcome to my channel Little Tarot Goddess. For this week's weekly reflections, I again felt very compelled to draw cards from the Wildwood Tarot. For those of you who haven't seen it before, this is the Wildwood Tarot. It comes with an amazing book, and as the name suggests, the imagery is very inspired by the lives of people who live in forests or who lived in forests. Now, this week I felt like I wanted to pick just one card, and it would end up being a card on which I would have to meditate for a long time to be able to give you the right meaning. And that's exactly what happened. The first card that I ended up pulling is the King of Stones. Now, a little bit of background for you. In tarot, we have four suits of cards, just like in the playing cards, but instead of 52 cards, we have 56 cards. That's one more card per suit, and that is the page. So just like in playing cards, you have the ace to 10, then you have the page, which is the number 11, and then you have the knight at number 12, the queen at 13, and the king at 14. And the card that we have drawn is the King of Stones, who corresponds to the King of Pentacles in Standard Tarot. Now, court cards are quite complex because they are not really a part of a cycle the way the other cards are in the tarot, and they could mean many things. Sometimes they represent a person in your life who shows these traits, both positive and negative. Sometimes it could represent an event that's happening in the kingdom, for example. Or it could just also represent traits that you need to adapt or you need to let go of. So I decided to meditate on it for a while, and I did. And somehow the feeling that I got this time was that the King of Stones is not just the King of Stones in this case. He's a wolf. Now, what are wolves known for? Wolves are known for being in the pack, hunting in a pack, there being always an alpha male whose biggest responsibility is to take care of the pack. Now, in order to understand if this was a personality or an event or a personality trait, I ended up picking a second card. We often draw second cards for help. So this was the card that I got, a card based on decisions. Again, such a pentacle energy today. Pentacles are always talking about practical matters. It's about money, it's about eating, it's about livelihood, it's about managing the finances. So that's basically what it is. And from this, it seems to me like this is more of a personality trait rather than a person in your lives. So what is the King of Stones known for? The King of Stones is a very practical man. He knows how to run his kingdom. So imagine a successful businessman. He knows how to take care of his employees. He knows exactly how much to give them so that they remain happy. And yet he knows how to make a profit such that everyone benefits from the long term. So that's the King of Pentacles. But often such people can be quite blunt. They are not very emotionally guided. They're only thinking about practical matters. And therefore, that is some of their negative traits. Like I said, I also feel so strongly like an alpha is in charge of a pack, that maybe on the one hand, tarot is telling you, if you are afraid of taking charge, if you are afraid of taking responsibility for the people you care about, for your pack, for your family, then maybe it's time that you think about doing that. That you say, hey, I can be alpha for them, and therefore I'm going to step up and take responsibility towards them. Or the other way around, maybe you're being too practical, maybe you're being too controlling, In that case, try to understand people, try to have some empathy for them, and try to see what it is that they need instead of how you can make the best of everything all the time. Because sometimes helping someone heal emotionally or letting them have a joyous moment for a small prize is still a very good investment, still a better investment than always coming across as somebody who's never going to get people. So I hope that I have given you something to think about for this week. As usual, if you think this video is gonna help someone you know, then please feel free to share my videos. And on that note, I wish you all again a very lovely week ahead. For any feedback, any questions, please write to me anytime. Love and light, Devika.